Methods of delivery. Once you have written your resume, now you have to think about how you want to deliver it. Now, the traditional style is that you deliver it by post in the form of a hard copy. Such a resume can be, you've got plenty of options in which to design it. You can use bullets, you can use boldface, you can use highlighting techniques, and you have got a various choice of fonts. However, you should try to avoid fonts which are too decorative. You should try to avoid the clip art which is available, and you have to avoid the colored backgrounds. The mail version, in here you will be given various helps and tips from technology. These are good in a sense because they keep on reminding you about the basic resume essentials which are there, so that you don't forget any of the basic parts. However, these technology tips, they mandate you to use a certain font and a page size. So this limits your own uniqueness of your resume, and you have to follow the same fonts, the same page size, and so on. Also, try to avoid writing your interests and your hobbies, although the option would be there. But when you are writing a professional and for a business sort of a job, then you should try to avoid putting in your interests and hobbies, as well as put your references only when you are asked to do them. Another way in which to deliver your resume is through an email resume. And this is a quickest way to send your resume across, because you send it in the form of an attachment. More and more human resource professionals these days prefer to hire their employees via the email resumes. So you have to, when you send your email resume, you have to be careful that you also send a cover email with it, in which you clarify also that what type of software which you are using for the attachment of your resume. Then the latest in sending resumes is the scannable resume, which more and more companies are using these days. They use a technique, electronic tracking system, which scans the resume, and then an artificial intelligence scans the resume for keywords. And then the keywords which are most important for that job, they are picked up by this scanner, and then those resumes which fit those the criteria, they are then sent to the human resource departments. So they probably look for keywords which reflect job titles, which reflect those particular skills which are required, which are the requirement of the job, the responsibilities which that particular applicant has previously held. Then there are certain corporate buzzwords which need to be reflected in the resume. Then certain acronyms and abbreviations which are related to hardware, and so on. So this is what a scannable resume looks like. You place your name at the top of a scannable resume and avoid centering the text. You use keywords to summarize your accomplishments. You use dashes or equal signs for design elements such as line dividers and asterisks for bullets. Then you type your scannable resume in Courier, Arial, Verdana, or Helvetica, and then avoid designer fonts like Comic Sans, Lucidia, and Corvica. The success of your resume will depend upon the quality of paper which you are using. It should be a high quality paper. The font which you are using should be Helvetica or the Courier. Your name should be on top of the paper, probably in boldface. There should be plenty of white spaces in your resume while using the space bar, not with indenting. Do not center your text. Create horizontal rules, bullets using asterisks and hyphens, and use keywords in your resume. So the keywords are an important feature for a scannable resume. The OCR scans for job titles, for skills, for responsibilities, for corporate buzzwords, for acronym abbreviations which are related to the hardware, and career-related blogs. So this is what the scannable resume would look for. It is knowledge of various software products. Instead of this, it would try to look at one which is worded like can create online help using Author IT and have expertise with PageMaker and Quark. Then there are YouTube resumes. These are usually given in the social media. They're also called video resumes, and they are high on search engine results. They differentiate the applicant from other job applicants. The advantage is that they show you in action. So you can explain the value which you can contribute to the company, just as if you are telling a story. So tips for effective resume, as these are called, are that the video quality should have a clear resolution and have a clear sound. Your appearance and diction also matter, how you look and what you say in that resume. And then you have to focus on the content of what your objectives are. You have to state them clearly. You have to state your education, your experience, and your skills very clearly.